up, you beautiful collectors and action figure fans? Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And this is one that I really never thought that I would do. I am completely going out of my wheelhouse here. A lot of times people have asked me over the many years for me to review various video game figures, and I've typically steered away from it. I am not much of a gamer. However, when I was a kid, there were a few that I absolutely loved playing. Super Mario Brothers, over on the Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog. But another one of my favorites was Mega Man. And Jada Toys, which is typically known for making like little die-cast cars, decided to jump into the action figure realm. And this absolutely impressed me. Now, I don't really remember how long I played Mega Man. I mean, it's been around for many years, but I played a lot of the first few games at least. So like Mega Man 5, 6, something like that. I don't remember. But this really caught my eye because of how good it looks. For the package, as you can see, you got this really nice open window that you can take a look at things from the front and the side. And then when you look at the side, you got a very pixelated image of Mega Man himself. The nice thing is this kind of combines that cartoon element, which I really dig. Yeah, Mega Man right down there. You got Mega Man as the origins of this figure. I also like how they have the little power bar right here. That's kind of fun. You do have a really nice open section right here, which does allow a lot of nice light that comes through. So if you do want to keep this in box, you're going to get, there's a lot of light around here, but you get that there, which allows the light to kind of shine through, which is really nice. Come around the back. And again, this was something that I absolutely loved seeing. We have Fireman and Iceman, as well as several other figures that are going to be coming out. So it really looks like they're going full on with at least the very first Mega Man game. And I am 100% on board. These guys are going to be coming up next as reviews for me. So hopefully you enjoy them. But for the package on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have Mega Man opened up and out of his packaging. And there is so much that is good about this. So much, in fact, that, honestly, I can't really think of anything that's bad. First of all, the price point. These new Mega Man figures by Jada Toys are $20 figures, which is phenomenal. Not only do you get a highly articulated and very detailed action figure, you get a couple accessories that you would be hard-pressed to see large companies include. I mean, blast effects, that's kind of common. But an actual stand to use it? That doesn't happen. Not unless you're paying 2 or 3 times what this figure cost. You get alternate hands and a different, you have this blaster. But you also get 2 different head sculpts. Now granted, that might be something that a Marvel Legend figure could do, but not at a $20 price point, which honestly just blows my mind. Starting off first, like I talked about, you do get a blast effect. As you can see, you have this kind of translucent yellow, actual fiery sort of blast, which looks really very cool. And then you get a display stand for it. Now, it's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to find the hole here for it. Oh, what is it? There it is. Okay. So you can plug that in just like that. And then you got this clear section, which is articulated at 2 different points, so you can kind of position that how you want to. You're not going to get a very far sort of pose with it, and realistically, you could have just had it like a little armature right there just bending, because you can move it around, but that's amazing. I mean, you can also rotate it. It does separate. You do have to kind of put it together, but that's absolutely incredible that they include something like that. Seriously, the folks over at Hasbro, Mattel, all these big companies, while they're fantastic, they don't ever give us something to kind of display the blast effect. This is stellar. I love that. In addition to the 2 fisted hands that you can see around the figure, you also do get 2 kind of gesturing hands. This one is a little bit more open. This one looks like it's meant to kind of hold something, although it's not really a closed grip, but it is a little bit more cupped there, whereas this one is just like a pew pew kind of thing. And then, of course, you do get his blaster. Great detail on here. You can see you got a nice little red section on the inside there. You got the little meter right there. Now, you can use this on either arm, but you just come around here, give this a good little... No, don't want to pull that out. pull the whole arm out. There we go. And then you can plug this in here. Now, you do have an articulation point right there, so you can plug that in. There we go. And now you have his blaster on there. You can put it on that arm if you really want to. But, I mean, this just already looks ridiculously cool. I mean, I am just completely blown away. And then, again, if you want to, set that there. Gonna do that blast effect. I mean, thumbs up all the way around. Super, super cool. Then you also do, like I talked about, get an alternate head here. You got this more kind of happy one, which looks really good, but great paint. I mean, look at the paint detail on there. Gorgeous blue eyes. Everything looks very, very nice. And then you got a more angry one that would go really well with the actual blast effect, like he's fighting some of the evil henchmen from the game or something like that. I absolutely love that. And again, great paint detail all the way around. You can see a very nice glossy paint on the helmet, a nice matte sort of light blue throughout it. You got the little blue, red sections right inside there. But all the way around, I mean, like, you can see, like, the arm section here has this very nice glossy paint. Same with the blaster. Same with the legs. Specifically, like, the lower section of the legs. Great shine on there. There's a slight kind of wash on it. You can kind of see some paint fade throughout the entire thing. I mean, like, a tremendous amount of detail on here that really does a great job of recreating the look of them. You even come around to the bottom section, you can see you got, like, little red thrusters sections there at the bottom. Absolutely incredible looking and highly articulated. The head here is on a really good ball joint. I'm trying to see, is this section? Oh yeah, you got a little section down here, and then this bit right here is on a ball joint, so you get a pretty good range of motion with that. So you can get them really kind of emoting almost in any possible direction that you would want. The rest of the joints are primarily like pin hinge joints, so you got a nice pin that allows you to kind of hinge it in and out as well as rotate it. Same thing with the elbows. They pin up and down and then also have a slight rotation right there. Wrists do have wrist articulation. You can hinge that forward and back. You can also rotate it. You do have this section right here, which this feels like it's on a ball joint, so you can rotate that around. Nothing at the actual waist section, but you can do the rotation right up here, so you can kind of still get that rotation for it. The hips, I'm trying to see if those are on ball. Those are on ball joints, so you get a nice range of motion there. They also rotate at the upper part of the thigh. They bend at the knee as well as rotate at the knee. The ankles do move back considerably. I mean, this is like him sliding in kind of thing, like phew, like that. They don't go nearly as far forward, though. I guess you could say that would be a minor criticism. But just the way that the boot is designed here, you can't get it going. I mean, there's a little bit of forward, but not a ton. But then you have a great range of motion right there, kind of giving a nice ankle tilt for it. So something like, I mean, that just already looks cool. I am not good at posing, but that just lends itself to some amazing posing options for this guy. And then you take that head. I mean, let's try to recreate that. I mean, ka-chow! I mean, that is so cool. And big feet right there. Let's see. Okay. Well, I was doing a pretty good job with the posing, and then I messed it up. But there we go. And then you got that blast effect, which is, again, super, super cool to be able to do that. I mean, I don't really know, honestly, what else I can say about this figure. The detail is outstanding on him. As a, you know, semi-casual fan of the Mega Man franchise, I'm not super versed like, say, Proto Man is or anything like that. I mean, I played the Mega Man game for several years as I was a kid. You know, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really remember playing too much. I mean, I remember getting up to the point where he had that dog, which I forgot his name, but it's like, you know, I was a casual fan of it. And action figures like this, though, really do just make me just super geek out about this. I mean, this is something that I typically would never have even thought about picking up, but Jada Toys did an amazing job. And as I mentioned, I am completely on board with all of these. So much to the point that I've already started looking up to see what some of the other ones are coming out, and I am super, super excited. This is well worth picking up. At $20, if you're a Mega Man fan, this is an absolute must-have. This is outstanding. So, all that being said, if this figure is one that you would like to add to your collection, it is right now sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, but they are getting a restock, and it is available for pre-order. So for that, I'll put a link right down there in the video description where you can swing on by and pick this guy up. Don't miss out on him. A lot of reviews are coming out really showcasing how great this figure is and really driving a huge push for collectors to pick this guy up. So don't miss out if you want him. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. As always, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.